Woo, it's getting nippy out here with the storm rolling in here. It's still early, it's 4:30, so I'm going to redo this video. Take 4. Living in my car. Honestly, it's not that bad. I've been doing this for a long time. This isn't my first car drive. This ain't my first car rodeo. I did when I was 18. That was my first experience in my El Camino with a dog. Poor guy. Ripped his leg open jumping down off the trailer off. Caught it and got like a big cut, like 4-inch cut down, and I didn't have money to fix it, so I had to leave him at the shelter. But they fixed him up. Got him a good home, hopefully. He was a good little doggy. Anyway, yeah, in the El Camino, at least you got a big bed in the back. And then I just climb out every morning. It was more weird when somebody would knock on the door on the back, and then I wouldn't answer. I don't know who you are. It's like, I don't think they ever said police or anything. I don't think the police ever came. I think it was just a neighbor down the street. Can't park here. You know, it's fuck you. Yeah. Where's the sign? Back in the day, we didn't challenge people. Just whatever. And it's, can't park here. It's like, you park anywhere you want. You don't care. What do you care? You just don't want me to park here because you can see me when you go outside in your driveway. Go back in the house. But, yeah, I got a whole setup in here. I got bathrooms. I got toilets. I got all thing. I got the refrigerator action going. I got blackout curtains. I got a movie theater. I got Wi-Fi. I got the whole system figured out. I got smart this time. Even though I spent a little bit more money than I want to, but it is a good unit for now. Plus, I don't want to move all my shit. It was I was going to get the 5x7 unit, which is more than what I need, 5 foot wide by 7 foot deep. Would have fit my tables, wouldn't have cared. You know, still get left me room. So we'll left me 2 feet to change, shit like that. I just need a place to put my stuff. So I had all the tubs and everything. So the only thing they had left was a 10x10, and that was $60 a month. But it was nice because it had the power box inside, so I could change out and recharge my big batteries for my car. So each day, usually the batteries lately have been lasting me almost 2 days. So it is what it is. We'll take it. It beats like having to go into the library every day and then charging one battery at a time. So I could just plug 2 of them in if I had to. And then while they're charging, I come to the library and do all my my video stuff, editing, thumbnails and shit. And then swing back by the storage unit before I went to my parking spot. And then that worked out really well. So is what it is. So with that, you know, I have a lot of ideas of what I did. I have solar if I needed to. I could plug it into the battery, slap it up on the roof, charge it that way. I'm sure it's going to take a lot longer since I'm over here. I haven't tried it. I have everything with me, the panels and batteries and stuff. I just never plugged it in. I know in Arizona, during the summer, I could charge the battery, my phone, my tablet, and my laptop all before like 4 o'clock. But it is Phoenix. It is, it's Arizona. It's desert. So the sky's the limit over there. Over here, especially if it's overcast. It still works when it's overcast. That's even freakier. But you don't have to buy all the batteries and converters and everything. It's all in one package on Amazon. It's a fish. That's what I got, was the fish. And I bought an extra battery last year. So I had 2. And that helped a lot because sometimes holidays we'd have 2 days in a row. And I knew I'd go through a battery. But then with the fan going, especially in the summertime, like 4th of July, that's a 2-day holiday there, And granted, it's you have it off, but I'm stuck in the car and I need power, so I got to do my Wi-Fi, my phone, my tablet, and anything else I may need, and for 2 days straight. So it does add up, especially with the fan. The fan eats up a lot of it. But got to have air movement in your car. Because I tell you right now, I got the nets for my windows. Back here, they're easy to get. They have them for the front, just so you know, but you have to go online to find them. And they're not as well made because it has to go around the rearview mirror. So it goes around the rearview mirror, then it folds down, then it goes up and over the window and comes down on here and gives you the net. And it's double-sided, and if you don't do it right, bugs can still get it. So you gotta watch it. Once you put it on, you understand what the hell I'm saying. And then there's inside out, shit like that. They did pretty good on the rain though. It didn't like pull the rain in as much as I thought it would do, like it does on my blackout curtains. If they get wet, they just, hey, come on in. Bring it in. Next thing I'll reach over to do something, and the curtain's just sopping wet. And it's like, damn it. Then I have to deal with the moisture in the car. So that's always another hoo-hoo. Oh, great. It's like, but when the nets did really good, and I could put my window up and still have my shade up somewhat, but I have enough to get the air breeze coming through. It's worse in the summer because it's hot, you know. And no matter where you are out here, it's just hot. And then if it's moist, it's hot and sticky. It's crazy. Not as bad as Florida, that's for sure. But it's weird because it was like 85. But then I have a picture of it. I took it on my little meter thing I saw on the wall. And it said, but it hits this, but when the dew is this, it raises the dew points, what kills you. Because if it's 95 and the dew point's at 60% and the weather, because they had one of those readers, you add on 8 degrees. I'm like, what? Oh, that's crazy. 10 degrees. And I was like, wow, it's 89 and it's that temperature, so it's actually 99. I'm like, that's crazy. It's a really odd system of how they do it, but they ain't kidding. It's like when it's rain, 100% rain. They ain't kidding. You're getting all the rain. Shit, you're not. It's cray. And but you guys got any comments? Put them down below. You got any questions? Put them down below in the comments. While you're there, appreciate a thumb. Hit the bell for future references. I got videos coming out all over the place because I do a lot of videos. If you haven't seen the video why I do these videos, it's because it makes me feel good and it gets my shit out. But I have a lot of videos, so there's days I'll do 10, 12, 15 videos. There's days I only do 3 because I keep redoing them because I keep going off skit. So it is what it is. But hey, I have a system for everything. So like you can see back there, I got 3 giant pillows. I got my tri-stack of blankets. I usually get any food, depends on what I'm doing. It's like I just wasted a whole bunch of cold food. That's what sucked. And granted, it was tuna mixed in with chicken, kind of salad, on some bread. So wind up throwing those away, but it is what it is. Waste is waste. It's all crazy, so just be aware, you know, what's going on, your surroundings, shit like that. Your biggest obstacle will be where to sleep. You got to get permission, okay? Because most states now, it's illegal to sleep in your car in public right-of-ways, land, freeways, underpasses. Even though, like, Tennessee's the worst. I don't understand this one. If you stop overnight in a rest area, you can only stay for 3 hours. I stayed for 1 day. They didn't seem to bother me. Probably because they were like, it's a stupid rule. Because if truckers run out of driving time and they have to be down for 10 hours, they can't move or they violate the rules. So I don't understand how that works. Maybe the truckers have different rules, maybe. Could be. I never really thought about it till now. But I know in cars, it's supposed to be 3 hours. I'm like, so you'd rather us crash our car because I've been driving 14 hours straight, which I did, than to it be safe than to stay 6, 7 an evening and get some good sleep. That didn't make any sense to me. But not many people have the setup I have. The 9-inch memory foam, love. I got it all cut to fit, everything, and it's very comfortable. I got the 6. That probably would have been righteous. Gave me a little bit more headroom, but since I cut it upside down and my haste to make it work, I just went with the 9-inch. I think they were out of the 6 inches, what it was. But the 9-inch is extra soft. So I kind of, as I'm sitting there, I kind of sink into it. It's nice. It was nicer than the mattress I had at the other house. So, but at the same time, you know, I also wanted to touch in on I'm less lonely living in my car. And I think the reason for that is I see more people. I have to go do things and go places, and I can't be sitting in one area all day. Some I can, like the park, stuff like that. But eventually I have to go and get ready for nighttime and stuff like that. Get my shades up, windows ready, and all that shit. Get some food going. However I'm doing it. There's so many options. There's just tons of options. So it's just a matter of what you want to do, shit like that. But you got to get permission because it's illegal to sleep in your car on public lands and right of ways, shit like that, under bridges, shit like that. But you can live in your car on private property. So just where, if you can find, usually what I did is I found a church, and like where I'm going, I'll be in a hotel for about three nights, which is 4 days. And then on the first day, I'll just go around and see where everything's at, maybe stop by a couple of churches and just say, hey, look, I just got to the area and I hate to ask for help, but I need a little help. And most will be like, sure, what can we do for you? Hey, I noticed you have this area out back. Is it possible if I could park there overnight at night? I won't make a mess. And, just tell them, yeah, I won't make a mess or noise. You won't even know I'm there. There are certain days where I might be sick or something and I'll sleep in. But other than that, I don't bother anybody. But if I could do that, I'd appreciate it. Maybe even throw you, if you have some cash, don't offer this if you don't have it. Maybe I could throw some donations to you guys, in exchange for staying back there. I just need permission so the cops won't bother me. And most of them look like this. Oh, cops bother you? Oh, well. Either they're going to give you the line of, oh, they won't do that around here. Bullshit. They see a car sitting somewhere in the middle of nowhere, they're going to be over there. Who's in there? Get your ass out here. And if you have a bed like mine, that means you got to move all your shit, roll out of bed, open the fucking door with your hands up. Hopefully you're dressed. They're always in a hurry. Hurry up. And it's like, motherfucker, I don't sit with it. I don't go to bed with my clothes on. It's like, it's not my house. But you can always ask them. That's a rule too. I need you to step out of the vehicle. Are you asking or are you ordering? And if they're asking, you can say no by law. I'm just asking. No, I can't do that right now. It's going to take me about 10 minutes. I got to move everything. Most of them be like, okay, at least roll that window. If you just roll your window down and just, show your hands real quick. Say, hey, how you doing? Hey, I have permission to be here. First thing out of your mouth. Besides, hi. I have permission to be here. And if he starts talking, just, I have permission to be here. And it will shut him up. Oh, okay. So they know you're here. Yes. I have permission to be here. That's all you do. Just repeat that. I have permission to be here. And if they say who, always get a name. Hey, so-and-so. And I just call her the office manager. Gave me permission. And then the grounds manager also gave me permission. So half the time they're going to want to check your ID. So just make sure when you're living in your car, you don't have any wants or warrants. And just give them the fucking ID. Say, yeah, sure, here. I don't have nothing. And just chat with them, man. Most of them are really cool. They just want to make sure, nothing's going on. You ain't got no babies, kidnapped babies in the back there with you, shit like that. And most of them be like, okay, stay safe, have a good night. And they'll leave you alone. I haven't been bothered since. So, and that happened, twice before? It just depends. I'd rather them do it like 9, 10 o'clock than like 1:30 when I'm fucking sleeping. But hey, they're going to do it when they're going to do it. So just get permission. It's not that hard just to ask. If they say no, say, okay, would you happen to know of a church that might let me? Because I'm really in dire need. Especially if they say no, I'm really in dire need of a place to go, tomorrow night. And then most of the time they'll be like, half the time they don't give a shit. They're like, yeah, sure, go ahead. All right, what's your name? And then if they have what do you call it? The best thing I ever did was the little name plaques. So I took a picture of it. And, oh, okay. And they may ask you, they say, what'd you do that for? They say, well, that way if they ask you your name and I forget, I can just say, hey, so-and-so. Gave you permission to be back here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, and, if you're short on gas, church is a good place to go. Hey, do you guys happen to have a gas fund by chance? We You give out gas cards. It's like, I didn't know till I asked, and she gave me a voucher, and I took it down, and that's when I found out about the dirt in my gas tank. But I have to worry about that now. But, thanked her, and I saved it it lasted me almost a month, even though I filled up twice on $10. I'd rather have the gas and not need it, you know what I'm saying? But I had the $10, and it was cold. I had to start baby girl up a bunch of times. So it worked. It worked to my advantage. But yeah, a lot of churches, besides some have, like mine has, it's what's called the caring and sharing building. So sharing is caring. I don't know why the fuck they named it that. But anyway, it was fun. They have clothes and stuff in there which weren't fitting my fat ass, but I got my blankets from there. So that worked out fantastically for me. So it depends for everybody. Everybody's different. What you may need may not be what I need. And what, I need may not be what you need. Everybody's different situations. But if you can, and you have to live in your car, find, if you possibly can, a storage unit. Small is better than nothing at all. Get the shit out of your car. Okay? If you don't, you're going to have to go through it in the middle of nowhere and get rid of a bunch of shit. Because you can't be living in your car with a bunch of shit. You know what? And I'm going to be honest with you. No matter what it is, you could buy it again later. But if you have a small storage that's cheap that you can afford while you're in transition, the better, because then you can keep your stuff. And you don't have to do all that other shit. But again, if you have questions, put it in the notes below. Let me know. It's all good stuff. There's nothing wrong. We all go through hard times. If you can find a group of other car dwellers, campers, some places call them car dwellers, and then some places call it car camping, car campers, and living car, whatever, they all have a nickname. So just be aware of that, and just get permissions. But if you can get a group, you could stay, like we always don't park next to each other, because that's a little creepy, because it makes it kind of a caravanish. Put some couple of spots in between you, so you all have some distance in between you. You all breathe a little better knowing that. But then there's always that one asshole that'll come pulling in, park between you, and the fucker's up for 2 hours making all sorts of fucking noise, deciding that, hey, I'm going to rearrange my fucking car. And I've seen it. I can't tell you the times I fucking done that. That drives me. You got nobody to call. Hey, yeah, we're over here at the Walmart parking lot trying to sleep in the parking lot, and there's this guy rebuilding his car. They'll just come and kick you all out, which sucks. And you're just trying to be quiet. And then you'll notice there's times that when you park, you'll hear somebody pull up late at night. You'll hear them do a bunch of shit, and then they'll get quiet. And then they'll leave really early in the morning. And then when you get up, there's a giant pile of fucking garbage everywhere because they dumped all the shit out of their car. And instead of being a good citizen, they could have put it in a bag and threw it away when the receptacle's like right over there, which they've done 100 times. It's like, well, if we want to stay here, we have to go over and clean that up. Because the Walmart will say, you know what? You guys can't be here anymore. And they do that. I had one guy, he came over, yelled at me, and I wasn't even in my car. I was talking to another homeless person. And he's like, you read that sign? And the guy, he was a dick. He was power hungry punk. Because they took one of the manager's position, rolled it into the security, and made security also management. So it was a really stupid move on Walmart's part, but not a shocker. And he was like, I've seen you parking right in front of the sign. You can't tell me you don't see the sign. I said, dude, we are so far out here, and we're not bothering anyway, and we shop at your store every fucking day. Well, you can't be here anymore. So I wound up moving over a town in the Prescott Valley at the time, and I found a place by a Kohl's that didn't have any signs, and it was like half the businesses were empty, and we all just kind of stayed over there. We kind of moved over in that little group in the area, and you do have your dumbasses that make a lot of noise and ruin it for everybody, but it's like, shut the fuck up. It's 3 in the fucking morning. Shut the fuck up. When you got kicked out of your house, shut the fuck up. And it's like, Then they leave the trash. You got to deal with that. You know, you got to put it in your car if you don't have a way to do it. And some of the people you'll be, if you're in the caravan, can't get out of the car because they're handicapped. And I had a beautiful lady. Her name was Barbara, and sweet, darling lady. I loved her. We were living off my my EBT card. She'd go and get like food from she'd have to go to the bathroom, so therefore she'd need to be someplace. And since she was half naked, she had to get out of the van, so she'd go someplace out back behind one of the abandoned buildings, do her business, and then go and pick us up some cheap burritos from like Carl's Jr. that we were able to buy. And we would eat good, you know, feed both of us all day. You know, we each get 2 burritos, and we'll split some hash browns. How'd that be? You know, so it was like $5, you know, so it was a great bargain and a great fun. But, you know, then you're going to run into people that I met a lot of good people, and I met quite a few bad ones. There were ones that were trying to beat up and take advantage and hurt other people while they were living in their car. It's like, dude, just go away. Why do you have to hurt people? You have mental issues. Go away. And I caught this one guy. He was going in the store in Walmart, and he was buying all these cans of like some kind of cleaner, and he was huffing it, you know, and he was like just passing out, falling down. I mean, he was bad. And he was doing like, he bought like a case of it, and he was just huffing the whole fucking time. He was there for like a day and a half. I even asked the officers, I called them over, I said, hey, this guy's huffing all fucking day. If he drives away, he's going to kill somebody. And they went over and checked him, and they couldn't do anything about it because it's not illegal to huff. Like, what? He goes, yeah, unless he drives away, then you can call us, but we can't do anything. It's his God-given right. It's not illegal to huff that. It's not legal to breathe in chemicals. I'm like, well, fuck. I said, that's not good. He goes, no, it's not, but there's nothing we can do about it, man. So you guys have a good night. Be safe. And I was like, oh, all right. You know, and it's just shit you run into. So you guys got any questions? Like, comment down below. Hit the bell. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. And feel free to donate to our Pay It Forward pantry down below. Couple bucks is couple bucks, man. $2-3, they all add up. It's all good stuff. You guys have a good evening. I hope you're all well. You stay warm out there. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.